Hi there folks, I'm Arran Topalian and welcome back to another episode of Game Design Live. For any newcomers, GDL offers you live interactive design deconstructions of a video game as it's played by a game designer, where we ask questions about a game's design and chat about the potential rationale, pros and cons behind its various design decisions. So if you're into game design in general, or into a certain game and just want to understand it better on a design level, this is the place to be. And tonight we're going to be playing the second part of Psychonauts 2. We started this last week, which came to a very abrupt end, where all sorts of technical issues seemed to start happening. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time around. When we left off, we'd seen a few bits and pieces. We'd seen a little bit of the enemy design, we'd seen a bit of the combat design, got a taste for the platforming, and the exploration side of things. We were given some sort of cool ability that let us sort of like travel around a bit faster. So we talked about those, and now we've just arrived in the Psychonauts HQ. So that's where we're going to pick up. So let's check it out.
Attention all interns. If you do not have a mentor yet, please report to my office immediately for...
Okay. Just checking all the streaming stuff is set up, which it totally is. I know what I'm doing. Cool. I've forgotten all the controls because I've been playing a bunch of other games since playing this. But that's okay, we can figure it out. I've got a drink here. We're all set to go. So they've got kind of like loopy effects on their faces. Does that mean I can read their minds? Or am I supposed to be able to do that? Oh, okay, cool. I can just pick them up. It's super handy when games display their controls on the screen, like sort of like Assassin's Creed style, especially for someone like me who takes long breaks away from games and comes back and doesn't have a clue what they're doing. So I can just pick them up. That's all that happens. Yeah, okay. Do we have a map? We've got a 1 appearing in the top right as well, which looks like a rank up, but I have no idea how to do that. I'm so convinced that we can read these people's minds when we get a new power of some sort. Keypad doesn't do anything. Oh! Buttons everywhere. And this is the fast... Oh, cool, yeah. This is super handy.
Excuse me, but do you know where intern orientation is?
Second floor, past the classroom.
Thanks.
If you passed the restrooms, you went the wrong way.
What, are we recruiting from kindergartens now?
That's kind of cool if that's the case, if like the game doesn't really have a map. I mean, it must have a map, I'm sure it's going to have one, but it's always kind of cool in games, like the prospect of having to learn an environment based on what people give you, like directional prompts. Side challenge card. Sometimes you'll find these bits of old side challenge markers flapping around. If you bring a bunch to the automatic, which we all know is a thing, you can combine it with a core to gain a whole rank. What's a core?
Visit your friendly local automatic. Fresh new items.
I've been seeing better and better things in terms of reviews about Psychonauts 2 as well. I mean, it started off strong, but ever since then, everyone seems to have only positive things to say about it. Mostly the story and the way the game tells its story and paces its worlds, but we're going to see.
Did he hurt you, baby?
I'm not a baby.
Yeah, you are. Question is, who's this new kid?
My name is Raz, and I'm the new intern.
That's ridiculous. I didn't ask.
Say it proud, dude.
Intern program's full. Sorry, kid.
He is clumsy. He'd probably get us all killed.
And he's mean.
Well, kid,
You're
we
mean.
give it a fair shot, and it looks like it just didn't work out. Better luck next year.
Guys, quit picking on the
That's
new
fast.
kid. We were all new once, in case you forgot. I think he'll fit in just fine. In fact, I think he'll look cute in our uniform. Let's take him to the closet. Hey, you okay in there, Rusty? What's the holdup?
It's Raz. I was just wondering, if there's an intern uniform, how come you guys aren't wearing it?
Oh, well, we're level 2. Now just hand out your clothes and we'll get you that uniform.
can't you hand me the uniform first?
No, silly. We need to take your clothes and measure them so we can get you a uniform that fits.
Unless you want
Lies.
us to come in there and
Subterfuge.
measure you.
Deceit.
No. Here you go. Just hurry up, okay? It's cold in here
Aw,
and I'm
mate.
practically naked. Uh-oh. Guys? Oh, come on! This is embarrassing in so many ways.
Okay. At some point, I really want to find like a place to jump off of, like a really high height. I want to see what the character does when they land. So like one of the first things you do when you start playing a new game is you see how they land from a high height. If they do like a superhero landing or not, if they just splat. Do I? No. Oh. That's really fun. You can do it to anything. That's so cool. Can I just throw it wherever I want? Yeah. Am I supposed to do something with this? Nope. Oh, maybe this. Okay, let's check through. We've got a secure
This
drop.
barrel's slot, but I don't think I can fit through it.
Oh, not with that attitude. How do you dodge? Oh yeah, cool.
I don't have a key.
Supply chest. Supply chest. Agents stash surplus resources in all sorts of places just in case. They're yours for the taking if you have a supply chest key. There's a whole bunch of bits and pieces the game introduces to you. Like there's tags for bags, there's keys for chests, there's stickers. So maybe there's going to be a little bit of sort of like retracing our steps and coming back on ourselves at some point in the future. Ah, maybe not.
Aha! I'll bet this key goes
1 out
to
of
the supply
6.
chest.
What does that mean, 1 out of 6? Does that mean 1 out of 6 this area? There's 6 keys? That must be what it is. There can't just be 6 keys in the game. Cool. What did I just get? 25 things. Great. Love things. Love stuff. Let's check out over here. Yeah, but I always like it in UX when you get these kind of prompts on the screen. Just a little bit of text, even if it's just small text, you know, for anyone who cares about that kind of thing, to like tell the player what certain things mean. It's not always super implied or implicit.
I don't know the code. Rats. Oh, sorry, Harold. You're absolutely right. I should think about how I'm using that word. What is it, Harold? Do you know the code? Is the code in there, Harold? I'm too big to go in there. If only I could see what you see in there. Hey, that reminds me.
Clairvoyance. Cool. Like, the category of power that you get is really fun. Like, you're obviously dealing with mental powers an awful lot, which is just sort of intrinsically quite cool. Clairvoyance lets you see through the eyes of other people or animals. Oh boy. Using it or anyone displaying an eye aura can reveal hidden information about the world. Use clairvoyance to find the door code. Okay. It helps as well that the Twitch bar this time is in the top left corner of my screen, so I can actually see these prompts. Press up to equip psi powers. Oh, okay. Select clairvoyance and use LT. Okay, so you can bind it to different keys. So it's 4 different buttons in total. And this one? Cool. And then up to exit. Okay. So it's up to... Oh, okay, I'm not allowed to do that. Oh, I just have to do this thing now. Okay, great.
I just need to focus a little longer.
Can I just check that out again one more time? Okay, never mind.
Time to see the world as you see, Harold. Aha! That's it, Harold. Once again, Harold, I found your perspective to be an essential contribution to the mission.
Oh, what happens? Press... So I can't actually control this. I'm just controlling... Oh, that's me. I'm controlling myself. Oh, I see. Right, okay. So you don't control the thing that you're seeing through the eyes of. You just control yourself. Okay, cool. Nice. Press up again. Cool. Okay, yeah. So this thing I've seen a couple of times in reviews and articles. This ability wheel. And this is just a small UX thing. Like, I think I'm really excited to get more into this game. Like, I've heard such good things, like I said before, especially in terms of how they design their worlds and the way they sort of approach and discuss mental health, which I think is very relevant, especially in this day and age. But this wheel, we need to talk about this wheel, folks. So there's a couple of issues I have with this wheel from a UX perspective. One, it's right over the screen. It also pauses the game. So it pulls you right out of the action and also covers the action. So I'd say it's quite game breaking, or experience breaking is maybe a better, not game breaking, experience breaking is maybe a better way of putting it. But you can see here, you've got the thing right over the middle of the screen. You do have a scrim, or what I call a scrim, or I think is what's often referred to as a scrim, which is basically a semi-transparent black background. But yeah, the entire game is paused as a result. And there's a couple of different ways you could have done this, right? Like we could have seen it like sort of Doom style, where you still get that scrim. The wheel could be a bit smaller, tucked into a corner somewhere, tucked onto one of the sides of the screen, or even in the middle. It could have even been like icons around the main character with no scrim whatsoever, so you could have been like right in the action and never pulled out to go into this view. I'm not too sure what the rationale of this is, other than sort of maybe like retaining that sort of 90s arcade UI, arcadey UI kind of vibe. I mean, this looks very kind of Psychonauts 1, sort of PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 era UI. Which is maybe the reason they went for aesthetic over functionality. Anyway, oh, please don't tell me I had to remember that. I've already forgotten. Cool. That was a relief. I didn't mean that. I totally remembered it. Jump and grab ropes, pipes, or ledges to traverse along them. Oh. Oh. Ah, cool.
Oh no.
Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. Don't mind me, folks. Just shimmying. Let's check this again, actually. So right now, you can only equip up to 4. So LT, a bit frustrating, actually. So LT, we actually lose a slot to levitation. Levitation is the skill that we got in the first episode, which allows us to move more quickly and jump from higher from the ground. So it's this... Oh, I can't do it in the vent. It's that thing where you sort of like jump up onto like a ball that you can kind of run on to make you faster. But what's quite frustrating is that that's actually classed as an ability. So we lose one of our buttons to something we pretty much can't get rid of. It would have been quite nice to have that as kind of a dedicated button, even if it was left stick, like click L3, which I don't think is used for anything else. That's an interesting one.
Got him right where we want him, and yet we still can't extract the information we need.
Have you tried the corpus calloserator?
Of course, no effect.
Deep lobe trepanator?
It put him to sleep.
Medulla retooler?
That was the first thing I tried. No use.
Why don't you just let me pop out that little brain of his and take it back to my workshop, where I could really,
Agent Mentalis, please. I have the situation under control. I just need a little more time. If I require more hardware, you'll be the first person I call.
Like, the dialogue so far really catches you. The story, the dialogue, the voice acting. A lot of the time in games I tend to kind of scroll by. It'll be interesting to kind of get a better sense as we play of why that is, like why it is that it's so grabbing.
Sasha, you have to let me do more. You know it's because of me that...
Otto.
I mean, if I hadn't...
Not a word, Rasputin.
Busted.
I'll find you some new clothes. Sorry if the fit is a little off. They're the smallest clothes I had.
And that's better, if anything.
Looking
swish.
How you ended up outside in your underwear?
Oh, I was sort of going undercover. Just like you did, Agent Mentalis, in True Psychic Tales number 62, when you used your defibrillator to hypnotize 16 trans troopers at once.
Oh, please. That old yarn? Oh, they embellished so many details in that version. But in fact, it was 17 troopers. Well, love to chat, but I gotta make like a brain and bounce. If you're ever looking
Brains
for
bounce.
just the right tool for the job, come see me in my workshop. Even the best Psychonauts require a little assistance now and then.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Rasputin, I need to get back to the matter at hand.
Oh, no. I didn't bend the spoons, Mommy. Ooh, I love going through the car wash.
I mean, he's probably fine. We'll just not question that. We'll just pretend that everything's okay. It's probably all right. Oh, what's this?
Got enough credit to upgrade one of my sites.
Psi challenge marker. Oh, that's even worth an achievement. Finding one of these whole Psi challenge markers will raise you a full rank. Cool. Can I do anything with the rank? So, intern credit available 1. Oh, okay, I see. So, we earn ranks by playing the game to earn stars. And then we spend stars on upgrading the different things that we have here, including levitation. Okay, so all these kind of skills can be upgraded. Your levitation ball will damage enemies if you slam into them at high speed. Pouncy ball. Hold X to compress your lev ball, then release to bounce high in the air. That sounds quite useful for like navigation stuff. I always kind of, whenever you find things like this in games, you always get that sort of initial impression of, I'm going to need this to get to other items that I'm not going to be able to get to otherwise. So there's always a kind of a fun little sort of mini game when you're looking at this kind of stuff. Hold to charge your blast for a bigger explosion upon release. Melee. Press X while dodging to execute a dodge attack. That just sounds pretty handy. Pyrokinesis burns a larger area. Reveal hidden object. Oh! Reveal hidden objects stay visible longer. That sounds quite useful too, but the melee just sounds too handy. Pretty cool though. They've got this sort of like fairly basic but pretty robust upgrade system. Like this is pretty feel good, right? Like you play the game and there's a bunch of stuff you can upgrade, including 3 extra things we haven't got yet. I'm not too sure how many stars you need for the higher tiers. That might increase as well, but we'll see. Resources 0 of 1. So these are all things that I can collect in this level. Again, it's not too clear. I love the aesthetic they've gone for though, like the sort of the training manual approach. It's a little bit more diegetic than just a clean, plain UI, I guess. Brains I've visited. I can press A on that. What happens? Oh! Okay, so there's a bunch of jigsaw pieces I'm missing, which means something. I have missed some stuff as well. Memory vaults, what does that mean? Oh wow, we're going deeper and deeper into the UI. Places I've visited.
Maps are always useful.
Cool. Oh, this is quite helpful actually. This helps an awful lot. So you can check out brains you visited, so levels you visited, but also the sandbox environments. And this is the map that we were looking for before. But it's interesting again, like you're not given kind of like a smart map, like a GPS, You're not given it where you can see yourself on the map. It's just giving you an image, and it's up to you to kind of figure out where places are. Yeah, interesting. Again, I wonder why they went for this as opposed to sort of a smarter map. That'll be an interesting one to kind of think about as we play. Cool. Okay. So.
Scared, but if you could just tell me who.
No more question.
Oh, so we can do the thing on this guy. Hang on. So everyone sees you kind of differently. Use LT to move Raz. Follow the arrow to reveal objects of interest. Follow the arrow. Is it this sparkly thing over here? Oh.
I really thought that would work.
Oh, I just hate to see you like this.
Hey, kid.
Oh, there's a little arrow there. I see. Right. Okay. Ah. Is there another one? That's kind of cool. It's almost got kind of like an Octopath Traveler vibe to it. Like if anyone's played Octopath, if not, I definitely recommend checking it out. But in Octopath, as you sort of progress, you earn new characters. New characters have new abilities, and these new abilities allow you to interact with NPCs in different ways. So, for example, you can steal from them, you can interrogate them, you can challenge them. There's a few different things you can do, and each of these things allows you to basically get more stuff.
Don't be
That's
too
kind of
hard
cool,
on
like
yourself, kid. It's a mess in there.
making these NPCs almost like sort of interactive treasure chests in a way, but it's not just a case of opening them up and pop goes the item. Like, there's a little bit more to it than that, which is kind of cool. And it sort of reinforces again the role that you're meant to be occupying in this world, right? Which is a psychonaut, like someone that's specialized in mental powers. Dude, can I punch them? Yep, I can punch them. Nothing happens. Oh, I love it. Little secret hidden things. Anything up there? I also want to call out, I meant to do this at the start of the episode,
That was a dirty trick.
but I want to call out a comment that one of our regular viewers on GDL, Black Ice, made in our previous episode on the deep dive of Doom Eternal. We were talking a little bit about ammo and why the sort of why Doom had chosen to do. Let's just pause that thought for a second while we finish this cutscene.
To track down this list of missing Psychonaut assets. Mission critical assets.
So, like a scavenger hunt?
If you think like a child, you will do a child's work. Finish this mission, and we'll know you're ready for your clothes back.
I mean, to be fair, I have better clothes now. I don't need those old clothes. Your internship will sometimes present extra credit opportunities. You can track those optional missions here.
A good place to track my side missions.
So many things, so much stuff. This is so cool. It's kind of like an open world platformer. Is that a thing? That's definitely been done. Yeah, so as we were saying, we were talking in the last episode around ammo and ammo pickups and why in Doom it's the case that ammo spills out of enemies when it's spilled, but then disappears after a couple of seconds, and what the purpose of, pickups of ammo are versus just ammo going straight into the user's inventory. And rightly enough, Black Ice made a comment which I think is worth repeating here because it was a good insight, which is that there are essentially mini rewards. Like anything you're picking up that you can use in a game is essentially a reward. Some far more minor than others, but still little mini rewards that players can feel satisfied with in between the medium and larger rewards. So thank you for calling that out. It was a good shout, and I agree.
Hey, Sam. Aren't you not supposed to tap the glass?
No, it's the opposite. You're supposed to tap on the glass to keep their heart rates up. In this predator-free environment, their heart rates
I think their heart rates are pretty high.
Huh.
Plus, they love it. I mean, look at him jump.
So what do we interns usually do?
Depends on who your mentor is.
Mentor?
Oh, geez, Raz. Don't you have a mentor yet? Get on up to Hollis's office and get one right now. Go, or I'll toss you up there like a dang goat.
Is that a thing? Do people toss goats? So I've just realized now that NPCs can be interacted with multiple times, which makes me question really everything. Mostly if I could have interacted with these other NPCs more. Hang on.
Need any help, Sasha?
Oh my gosh, I can.
From him.
Me?
Help me find the answers I need.
Oh, so this is all my fault.
Oh, okay.
Have any suspicions?
No, that's the frustrating thing. How could anyone in the Psychonauts do this? And how could they keep it a secret?
So about Maligula.
She's dead, Rasputin. Ford Cruller made sure of that. Nothing for you to worry about.
Why do you think he won't cooperate? He seemed to have such a big change of heart back in the Rhombus.
Someone has conditioned him, hypnotically, to be unable to tell us, even if he wanted to. But who?
But who? Oh, interesting. So that option just vanished straight off the list. There's nothing to indicate we've already asked this one. And did I ask this one? I don't think I did.
At least he made it out of the Rhombus of Ruin.
You performed well in the field, Rasputin. I'll make sure Agent Forsyth finds out all about it in my report. just as soon as I'm done here.
Okay, for some reason this first option just didn't budge. We're not sure
I'll let
why.
you get back to the interrogation. Sorry I can't help.
You've done a lot, Rasputin. Thank you.
Yeah, interesting. So,
Power?
originally when I tried the first option, it looked like there was no kind of UX around there to allow players to kind of more easily identify which questions they already asked. But looking at it again, it looks like the ones that we ask, for the most part, just get removed from the list. But one of them didn't, and it's not super clear why. Wait, now he's able to be clairvoyant? That's not a word, is it? But now he is. He wasn't before.
Didn't happen to see my car keys while you were in there, I suppose.
You can actually see what he's reading. Oh, fantastic. Just phone it in. So, there's nothing I can do with this guy. He hasn't got an arrow, so I'm guessing there's nothing? I wonder if that means that NPCs are only available for clairvoyance at certain times in their cycles. Or if it's random. If everyone can have it. So many questions. I've got this thing. Forget. Oh, that's super...
Intern.
On with the camera. That was weird. Oh, okay. It's working now.
Interns, please report to my office for orientation. I don't have all day, new kid.
Is this working now, I wonder? Okay, well that's really strange. Okay, yeah, that was really weird. I don't know what happened there. Again, like, that's the second time now we've had this sort of technical issue where the controller just suddenly freaks out all of a sudden.
In reception, Nick John Smith to reception.
Okay, let's try that. See, I don't know how much of that you caught before, but again, some sort of technical issue where the microphone just crapped out all of a sudden, and then the controller started freaking out, as you probably saw. So apologies for that. I have no idea what's going on, but now it seems to be working fine. Anyway, so as we were saying, I don't know if you noticed this in the previous clip, but this actually listens to the speed of the ball. Actually seems to listen to the sort of angle of the surface that you're going down. So we actually gain speed going down these kind of ramps, which is really satisfying. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say before the whole thing just freaked out on me. Let's try over here.
That person's aura is telling me their perspective on the world is especially worth seeing. Clairvoyance.
What is going on? Is this person just perpetually dreaming of bacon?
Will the new kid, whose name I've already forgotten, come up to my office immediately? Before I forget why.
Go up to their office immediately. There's so many things. You're just sort of overwhelmed with the amount of places you can go and things you can do.
I don't get paid enough for this. I'll tell you that twice.
Hey!
Hi.
Hey, cutie.
Okay, let's try that now. Wow, I'm just experiencing all the technical difficulties tonight. Dead controllers and mics that freak out. Anyway, if you enjoy seeing someone sort of limp through a Let's Play, then do please remember to follow the channel. Tonight's episode has definitely not been the smoothest, but usually they run pretty okay. But yeah, if you're enjoying the content, if you enjoy the previous episodes, which you can also find on YouTube, please do feel free to follow the channel. You can also check out the YouTube, like I say, which is linked from the Twitch channel, and there's also my Twitter, which is @Arran Topalian, which is full of sort of all sorts of good game design related news and articles.
Hi. Hey, cutie.
Let's try this. Oh, interesting. So yeah, this is a real insight into her psyche. Wow, okay. Does she just follow me? Yeah, she follows me as I move around. Okay, cool. So I can't actually turn her head, but I can move. And there's nothing. Okay. So yeah, sometimes the characters just have nothing to offer, really. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like, you know, it's kind of like going into a chest, hoping to find something, and then nothing coming out. But it is at least very entertaining. Like, it's more entertaining than opening just a treasure chest, that's for sure.
Ow, I think I threw my back out, boy.
Okay, welcome to the Automatic. This is your one-stop shop for Psychonauts supplies, pins to mod your Psy powers, and Psy challenge marker creation. Let me give you the dime tour.
Have a look around.
A collection of essential items. That's a lot of text, guy. These are the goods no Psychonaut can do without. Be sure to stock up on supplies before heading out on missions. When you've saved up enough Psytanium, consider grabbing some accessories to upgrade. I mean, that's all just going right through my head. I have no idea what this guy wants me to do. What? This is also where you can pick up a Psy challenge core. Why don't you grab a complimentary core for yourself? We'll use it in the next section. Yeah?
Idea. Let's make a Psy challenge marker and get you ranked up.
Psy pouches. Holster some extra Psy pops. What? So these are all consumables. Store some extra dream fluffs for later. Am I supposed to know what dream fluffs are? Oh, interesting. Also, we seem to spend... Okay, so we spend the currency that we have to collect in order to rank up. Which is weird. So does that mean that if I spend this currency, it's going to take me longer to rank up? This physically enhanced accessory harnesses folding technology to store loads more Psytanium. Oh, so it's like a wallet. Oh, it's literally called a wallet. Yeah, that would have been a clue, wouldn't it? Well, this just sounds really useful, so yeah, let's go for this.
That'll get you out of a sticky situation.
Now let's head into the combine section with that shiny new core. Okay, so increase rank by combine. It's weirdly, I mean, it's not deep by any means compared to like games like, you know, Divinity or whatever, but there's a bit more depth and customization to it than I was expecting. You'll need 9 Psy cards to use with that Psy core that you've got. You can combine the whole lot of them to create a Psy challenge marker, which will grant you 1 rank. I'll spot you 9 cards to try it out. Okay, yeah, spot me. 13 cards, 1 core. So merge a Psy core with 9 collected cards. You can combine all cores and cards you've got in the batch. Each Psy challenge marker you create will advance you a whole rank. So it's just buying ranks, basically, which we need cards and Psy cores for. Okay. Great. Okay, now I'm rank 3. Last but not least, feast your eyes on these pins. Buy pins to modify your psychic abilities. Cool, we like that. Pins allow you to add custom tweaks to your psi powers. You can mix and match them to suit your style of play, and as you rank up, you'll gain access to more powerful ones. Why don't you try out one on the house? Pick one of these 3 levitation pins. Cool. What does it do? Shifts your levitation will color to a soothing blue. Oh, it's literally just a change of color. Okay, that's still cool. It's a tough one. Red or blue? Red or blue? Okay, let's go for blue. Buy and equip pin.
That choice says a lot about you.
Oh, I didn't want him to say that. I'm questioning myself. I should have gone with the red. No, the blue's the right one. Press B to return.
So
and
much
again.
cool stuff in there. I'll come back later for the rest of it.
I do like the kind of chunkiness of the UI when it does stuff like this. This feels very retro, which I think is pretty on point, like sort of retaining that soul of the first game. Okay, cool. I think we're all sorted. So I use the ball, and there it is. It's blue, which apparently says a lot about me. Okay, let's. Oh, that's a thing.
Austerity.
Oh, cool. It actually changes the color just in general.
Every department is affected. Get a hold of yourself, Oleander.
Good luck fighting Maligula without my battle bot, cheapskates.
Hey, I'm with you. Letting him build a battle anything is probably a bad idea.
Oh, right. New intern. Thought I told you not to be late. Doesn't matter. You need a mentor. Let me see who's left.
Ooh. Am I helping Mia? Or Sasha on a mission?
No. You're in the mailroom. Your mentor is Nick John Smith.
Mailroom? Nick John Smith? I've never heard of an Agent John Smith.
Nick's not an agent. He's not even psychic. He's just good at sorting mail. You'll love Nick. Everybody does.
But the mailroom?
Ford Cruller himself worked in that mailroom. You could learn a lot there. For one thing, how to be on time. Okay, I've given you fingerprint access to the mailroom. Now scoot. I've got a base to run and a budget to balance.
Cool. Rank 4. Minty Fresh. Oh, great. This is our first assignment. Fun stuff. Okay. Can I smash these? No. Well, I can, but nothing happens. So yeah, again, apologies for the technical problems that we seem to be having, and almost spoiled the episode. Luckily, somehow, some way, it kind of resolved itself. I have no idea, again, what caused it. It might be that, you know, a very slight tug of the mic out of the controller is what does it. But yeah, we're back now. Ah, we know this is an important thing. Oh, so this is just rank. It means rank 5. It doesn't mean... Okay, cool. Just checking out the UI in the top right. We should check out... Oh. Every mind is unique, and if you want to customize your psi powers to suit your personal style, you'll want to get some pins. Find pins at your nearest automatic shop.
I need more pins. I need all the pins.
We do need all the pins. I need all the pins. This is super compelling. I just want to fill this entire page. Which is interesting as well, right? Like, I mean, you look at the screen, they didn't have to show the number of slots per pin, although I guess it does help kind of get a sense of what moves support different numbers of pins, so you can kind of make a more informed decision of which pins you want to get. But this is interesting. So not every move has the same number of pin slots. That's going to be interesting to see how that plays out later on down the line. Okay, so rank up to unlock the next upgrade. Okay, so some perk levels in our abilities are locked off by rank locked. You know what I mean. Here we go. Fling objects with increased force to deal more damage. Hold to charge your blast for bigger explosion upon release. I know we've checked these already. Lasting gaze. Ooh, levitation, that sounds good.
Feels like I got a little more spring in my levitation.
Oh, we can get that, we just don't have enough. Hold X. Yeah, that did sound good. Let's just keep the rest for now. Okay. I really like the fact that you only have to press this button once. Oh, that looks important. You only have to press the levitation button once to make this mode active. So you don't have to press and hold it, so you avoid finger fatigue.
Hey! How's your dad?
Terrible! I gotta go get him some therapy plants stat.
What are
How'd
therapy
you get
plants?
that hatch open?
Oh, it's got a fingerprint combination. I can teach it to you. Come here. It's more than just a number. You kind of have to feel it. Do you feel it?
Yes.
Good. Tell anybody you got it from me, and you're dead. Bye!
Great. Making friends. You can now access Otto's brain-only network for quick travel. Oh, cool. Quick travel. That's helpful. That's helpful. I like the way they give you pictures of the places you can go to. Especially in a game like this where there's no map. It's not actually showing you a map to show you where in the map. So again, they're really avoiding sort of making the map smart in any kind of way. We don't know where in the world these locations are. We build that knowledge, I guess, ourselves as we play. But it offers us sort of visual cues as to what those locations are themselves. Interesting. Okay, let's try this. I will say they do a really good job of sort of like inciting task completion. Like task completion, and we've talked about this a little bit before, but task completion is a very strong motivator for engagement in general, with tasks just in general as humans. Oh, okay, we're fixed now, again. So weird. I wonder if it's just this... Okay, there we go. So, I can't explain it. This is so strange. I'm going through some sort of bug here, folks. I'm going to try and explain what's going on whenever I get a chance. I'm just going to keep my character moving in the hope that I don't lose audio. So anytime that we seem to go through this hallway, as I'm moving, the controls seem to get sort of like frozen. And then weirdly, my sound cuts out for the mic. I don't know why. And the only way to fix it seems to be activating another controller and then pressing the Xbox button, which is the console that I'm playing this on, pressing the Xbox button to bring up the blade, and then exiting that, and then I have control again on my main controller. It's super weird. I'm super nervous now to go into this hallway just in case I lose control again. Let's just see what happens. But yeah, really strange. Okay, there's an arrow this time. Cool. Nice. Okay. What is happening? Okay, that was a bit of a weird interaction, but alright. Can I talk to everyone? This is another kind of interesting call out. So it's not possible to talk to every NPC. Only some can be talked to or chatted to. But what you can't tell is from a distance whether or not that's the case. So for example, this employee from the cafetiere here, cafe. I realize as well that there might not be any sound in the game at the moment. Again, if that's the case, that's probably down to this weird bug that I've been struggling with. I don't know if we'll continue this series on Psychonauts 2, purely because I think it is suffering from a little bit of a weird bug. But we will see how we go when we come out into this hallway again. Okay, yeah, so as we were saying, this the NPCs have no kind of like tell on them to indicate which ones can be talked to from a distance, which means that you can spend a little bit of time running around different NPCs hoping to find a why and then finding nothing. So from a player standpoint, it could be a little bit frustrating because, like I said, there's no way of knowing from a distance. Even from a shorter distance, you have to go right up to them.
When is the bowling alley open?
Kids bowling is on Thursdays.
Yeah, it's cute. They put little bumpers over the gutters.
And for all players, that might not be an issue as well. Like there are definitely going to be players who, you know, don't care whether or not they're talking to every NPC. But I know for a fact there's also going to be players who do care about talking to every NPC. So yeah. And for a story that's for a game that's so kind of like story heavy, that's going to be a big part of it as well, I think, right?
Probably just saved a life taking this off the market.
I don't know what this steel sushi is for, but we're going to take it anyway. Okay, we're going to try going out into this hallway again. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to just make a break right for the mailroom. Let's see what happens. Godspeed, everyone. Okay, so far so good. I'm in control. My character isn't freaking out.
Scanning for fingerprint.
Oh, let me in.
Agent 33, please report to Agent Forsyth's office.
Wow, okay, yeah, that worked absolutely fine. I have noticed that the couple of times it's happened when I'm in there, it's because I'm using the levitation ball. I wonder if it's got anything to do with that. Okay, we'll never know. Can I smash these? No. Okay, for now we're safe.
Mr. John Smith? Hello? Can't leave this card lying around. New intern here.
I love the way as well their cards, their pickups are super animated. Like they're really kind of like sparkly, they're moving a lot, so they do a lot to attract the attention, which is a nice touch.
Almost had it. I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance.
Oh. So yeah, we spend the thing that we need to rank up. So that's an interesting kind of choice for a player to make, right? Is do you want to rank up quicker or do you want to buy this thing right now? Which makes for, I guess, like slightly more interesting decision making.
He's usually so organized.
There's a narrow slot.
Again. And that's not always a good idea, right? Like to have like the one resource being used like that. For a game like this, I think it's fine because, you know, it keeps currencies down. You can return to previous environments, so you can keep grinding for more XP or whatever you want to call it. This purple stuff, you can keep grinding for more. So maybe, you know, you go ahead and buy a consumable or whatever it is, and you end up too low on currency to rank up, and you need that rank up to get a new power or a better perk to help you beat a boss. And if that doesn't play out quite the way you hope, you can always go off into the game again from the look of it, and grind a little bit for that purple currency. It's not something I'd advocate for a free-to-play game, but that's a different episode.
I hope Nick's okay.
Okay, down here.
Everything okay in here?
Who are you?
I'm, Nick John Smith's new intern.
Oh, so you're the one not sorting all this mail.
Wait!
Better get all this mail sorted, quick! You're making Nick look bad.
Do I actually have to sort the mail? Sounds quite fun, actually. I would love that, a game about just sorting mail. Okay, you have enough cards to combine with a core. Head to your nearest automatic. It's also interesting that you're required to go to a specific location or device to do the thing. Again, that's going to be something we'll kind of have a think about as we play in terms of why the developers chose to do it that way, where it's not just like open your main menu and do it from the menu. You actually have to go to a place to make the thing happen.
I need to sort this mail if I'm going to ace this internship.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, that was fun. Nope. There is something very satisfying about the telekinesis power, like the ability to just like interact with the environment and pick bits and pieces up and chuck them, or use it to discover little sort of hidden passages. It allows the game to feel way more interactive. Like you're not just running. Well, I am just running through it to be totally fair, but you do have the option to kind of. It makes the game feel a bit more tactile, and in turn a lot more interactive. And interactivity is what we're after, right? What do I do here? Do I have to put this in a certain box? In a certain tube? How do I know which one it goes in? Okay. I mean... Oh, okay. Oh, cool. Oh, this we can do. Is there a different tube for this? This looks different. I'm gonna leave that here. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, this is very satisfying. Is that it? There's a few more boxes here. Outgoing. Oh, this is outgoing. Oh, just make this the game, guys. Like, I can play this all day long.
This package is addressed to Truman Zanotto. Hey, this might be important. I'd better bring it to Truman. Technically, this is official Psychonauts business. I'd better deliver this heavy. What the heck did Truman order here?
Ah, really nicely done. Now, the question is, where do we take it? Do we take it this way?
Ouch! That did some damage. What the?
Hey, you guys gotta check this out. The new kid killed Nick.
It's Nick John Smith.
He's alive, but he's brainless.
What kind of sick monster would steal Nick's brain? I mean, Nick!
Maybe he saw something he shouldn't have.
But why keep his body alive?
And why mail it to the grand head of the Psychonauts?
It could be a warning.
Hey guys, does the Lady Luctopus Casino mean anything to you?
Isn't that where we sent Agent 33?
To investigate suspected delusionist activity?
Agent 33 is 2 days late with her status update.
I'll get the jet.
I'll pack the go case.
I'll stay here and protect the children.
What? Aren't we all going on the mission?
We could use you in tactical command, Agent Forsyth.
And maybe the interns would benefit from...
It's not safe. Not while we have a double agent among us.
I'll take her place. I've heard the buffet there is shockingly Reasonable.
Well, if you reconsider, meet us on the jet pad within the hour.
Can't we just...
No, all of you, to the interns' bay. Now! I've got some training exercises planned today that are both informative and safe. Last one there has to delouse the brain tumbler.
TV?
Oh. Bye.
I'll bet those guys took Nick's body back to the mailroom. I should go check and see if he's okay.
I want to get out of this room really fast. I don't want to be in here just in case the horrible bug happens again.
He's brainless.
But I also really want that card. Psychard. Worth it. Okay, where do I go? Oh boy. Go to class? Scavenger hunt. Norma said... Norma said that if I get all these items for her class project, she will give back my clothes. Scavenger hunt. So what am I looking for, though?
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Cool. Oh, who doesn't love a series of complicated doors opening? Wow. Like, the world they've built is so cool. Like, it's a bizarre story world, but they've really gone to town on realizing it and bringing it to life.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
I mean, I have no idea where I'm going. But that's okay, because it's all good. Is this a thing? Oh yeah, we saw this last time as well. We saw this sort of the way they do like Mario lava. So last time we saw this where, you know, if you're playing Mario and you fall in the lava, you burn your bum and you end up kind of like jumping out the lava. You get a lot of air. You're very mobile in the air as well, so you can sort of redirect yourself and try and get onto a safe landing. Here they're a little bit kinder. It's a really nice approach where you get, I think, 2 free chances to try and get back to solid land, and if you don't make it on the 3rd try, then you get a bit of a slap. But it's a nice approach versus the sort of the binary, this thing happens, you take damage. Is this important? You're holding a box. Well, that's definitely important. Yeah, I thought you'd have something. Oh, maybe not. He's got nothing. Okay. Nope. Yeah, nice.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access denied.
What? I guess that's fair. Not being my office. Cool. On one of these. Intern wing. That sounds promising. Ah, and we can rank up again, right?
Welcome to the automatic.
Are there any more pins? Oh, there's plenty more pins. That are all way too expensive, so never mind. I don't know what it is, like pins, stickers, badges, buttons, those kind of things. They're always very kind of appealing as an aesthetic in these kind of systems. Maybe because we have like positive connotations of them from childhood, I'm not too sure, but yeah, always a fan. Here we are. Oh, we don't have a core. Okay. I thought it said we did have a core. Oh, we can buy a core. Cool.
Let's combine that Psycore with your card so you can rank up. Ta-ta.
Nice.
Oh, good. You're finally here. Let me know when you're prepared to learn something.
If I may speak.
You may not. Class is in session.
Brutal. Shot down. See, that one went away.
Can I ask?
Please hold all questions till the end of the lesson.
Agent Forsyth, that mission
is being handled by experienced Psychonauts. Do not bring it up again.
I don't know if I'm the only one that does this. Oh.
As soon as you get to my classroom.
This isn't your classroom?
No. This is. So are you ready, kid?
No, not really.
That's what I thought.
We are going to leave that for episode 3. But before we wrap up, I wanted to say, I don't know if anyone else gets this, but whenever I'm playing RPGs where you can where you can answer a question in different ways, does anyone else do the thing where they're sort of trying to ask the questions in that list in a way that makes sense, like how a conversation would actually play out? Or do you just ask them from top to bottom, or do you ask them randomly? I'm interested because I definitely have a certain way of doing it. It drives me mad, even though I can't help it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, coming along to the second episode of the Let's Deconstruct on Psychonauts. We've only just scratched the surface. I think this is going to keep us going for quite some time. Tune in this Wednesday, 9 to 10 p.m. BST, for our first episode of a Let's Deconstruct on The Long Dark, which we're going to be playing next. I'm going to be updating the schedule with that. We've also got our next deep dive coming up, which is going to be taking place on the 29th of September, and that's going to be on a game called Kataria, which I've been playing an awful lot of recently, and I think is going to be worth giving a little bit of a chat on, as it does some really interesting things design-wise. Anyway, again, thank you very much for coming along and watching the episode. I look forward to seeing you next time with GDL. Thank you again, and good night.